What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. And the first thing I want to discuss is the fact that country music superstar Garth Brooks has been accused of some very despicable and abhorrent allegations. Now, a lot of people are shocked that Garth Brooks is even caught up in this type of scandal, but I'm not, because at the end of the day, this is the nature of the entertainment business. This is the nature of the music business, and so forth and so on, right? So he's being accused of SAing and R'ing his makeup artist. I mean, the allegations are very astounding here. Now, I'm not here to convict Garth in the court of public opinion, because he very well could be innocent, but you know how I roll, y'all. You guys follow me? You know my position on this. I will never discredit a woman as it pertains to serious allegations like this. Never. So what I want you guys to do is check out these clips, and I'll be back.
Stay out of country music business, but baby, I gotta get on this one. Garth Brooks being sued for alleged in a hotel room by his makeup artist, or former makeup artist. Now, they're not releasing the makeup artist name, but she used to work for Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks' wife, and she was her makeup artist before she was his makeup artist. He actually hired her, worked for him in the same role. So according to TMZ, the woman claims in May of 2019, Garth took her with him to Los Angeles for a Grammy tribute for Sam Moore. And when she boarded the plane, there wasn't anybody else on it but him, which was very unusual because, you know, when you're traveling, you got to have like your stylist, you got to have like your assistant. Where the fuck were all these people? And when they got to LA, she found out that Garth only rented one hotel room. Sir, aren't you married? And she requested another hotel room, but he denied. According to the makeup artist, Garth got out of the shower, appeared in the room naked, and dragged her to a bedroom in the other room and handled business. There also was another incident in 2019 where she was waiting to do Garth's makeup. He got out the shower with an erection. She says he pointed his erect you-know-what, walked over, grabbed her hand, and put it on the end of his you-know-what and told her to fantasize about, sorry, I had to take a pause. He told her to fantasize about giving him you-know-what with her glasses on so he could off on her face. Very detail oriented. Now, that incident happened allegedly before the. Now, according to the woman, Garth held her 5-foot frame by her ankles and dangled her upside down as he went inside and outside of her, sliding his you-know-what inside of her so hard that she felt like she would break into two. Now, the fucked up part about it is that after he was done, it was business as usual. She finished his hair and his makeup, and he went to do the tribute. He stated that she was suffering from financial hardship, and Garth took advantage of that. Jane Doe is suing Garth for damages, and I don't fucking blame her. I'm gonna wait to see what else happens, but that's really detailed for that's really detailed. I'm about to go watch Disney Channel.
Garth Brooks has released a statement after the allegations. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my last video. Garth stated, "For the last 2 months, I've been hassled to no end with threats, lies, and tragic tales of what my future would be if I did not write a check for many millions of dollars, saying that it's been like having a loaded waved in your face." He went on to say, "Hush money, no matter how much or how little, is still hush money." Garth said, "In my mind, that means I'm admitting to behavior I'm incapable of, ugly acts no human should ever do to another." He then went on to say, "We filed suit against this person nearly a month ago to speak out against extortion and defamation of character. We filed it anonymously for the sake of the families on both sides." We do know now that Garth went to federal court in the recent weeks in Mississippi under the cloak of John Doe. He was trying to stop what he is calling a fabricated lawsuit. Garth claimed that if the allegations were known by the public, it would cause substantial and irreparable damages. I'll keep you updated as the story unfolds.
Alright, so you guys just heard all of that, and what's interesting about this situation is the fact that Garth tried to get this lady to join him and his wife for an intimate session. Now, I don't know if Garth and his wife has this thing about their relationship that they play with others together and no solo cheating. Now, I'm not here to tell people what they should do in their relationship and how they should govern themselves within their marriage, but when you allow that type of foolishness within your marriage, you open up the floodgates to hell. And so when this unidentified accuser told Garth that she wasn't down with sleeping with him and his wife, I guess Garth took it upon himself to isolate her away from his wife, away from his staff, his normal staff that he takes on the road with him. And he thought that maybe if he got her alone, that she would definitely succumb to his demands. And even though he was forcibly successful, she did not give consent. And that's the issue here. Now, another thing I want to pay attention to is the fact that she said the only reason why she just continued to work with him at that particular time is because she needed money. So who's to say you don't need money now? Did times get hard? Are times hard for you? I mean, it is America. A lot of people are struggling. We're struggling out here to keep our head above water. It's just a money grab. So this is not to say that what she's alleging is true, but she was mighty damn detailed about the things that transpired between her and Garth. But anyway, let's move along. So I didn't know until yesterday that Diddy has a hotline for his victims, alleged victims, to call and basically give their account on what took place. And so there's a situation where Gene Deal was doing an interview with the Art of Dialogue. You guys go follow him. He doesn't need any type of recognition from me because this brother is doing his thing over there. You know what I'm saying? But he be putting out some real fire content. So Gene Deal called the hotline and he's starting to backtrack, according to some people, his accounts and things that he said about Diddy in the past. He seems to have reservations about a lot of the accusers now. And I want to play you guys this clip or a couple of clips, and then I'll be back to give you my 2 cents of an opinion.
Okay, we talking about Big Gene. P. Diddy is security guard today. We're going to listen to this video, man, and we're going to pay attention to how he make this call when he called the hotline. Let's go.
Your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded and your responses will be recorded exactly as you state them and reviewed by our staff and legal counsel. The information you provide is very important should you have a case. You may be asked to verify your responses by affidavit, so your complete honesty is crucial. If you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury, please press 1. Otherwise, please disconnect the phone call now.
Man, get out of here. Oh my God, my man, they didn't have a hotline for the Catholic priests, bro. It's crazy. But did they? Oh my God, a hotline. No wonder they got 120 people. You gotta believe some of that shit is bogus, man. If they got a hotline, you know some of that shit is bogus. Outdid Jack the Ripper. He done outdid Jack the Ripper, man. The Boston Strangler. He just don't have no bodies that we know about. That's crazy, man. I don't believe that, Mighty. I really don't. I don't think that you can legitimately get 120 people to say that Sean John Combs at them. I don't believe that.
So you don't believe it, you personally? Because I mean, Diddy, he has been throwing parties since the 90s.
But you talking about somebody saying that he assaulted them. What do they consider assault? They had to go there and see and speak with the people and interview them and see if, you know, they may consider some of that shit being consensual. They may think some of the people don't have a case. What if somebody say he touched my butt? He pat me on my butt? That could have been an accident. He brushed up against me. We don't know what these people are saying. On this one, bruh, I'm giving Puff the benefit of the doubt.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. So Gene Deal is saying that he's defending Diddy on this. He doesn't believe that there are 120 new accusers as it pertains to Diddy essaying them over the years. And so, listen, I can understand where he's coming from. I think that he's coming from a place like when you open up a hotline and basically have anybody calling in saying that they have been victimized by Diddy, that you may run into a couple of folks that may have some false claims. If you listen to the recording, it said that you may have to sign an affidavit that they're going to check to make sure that you have a valid claim here. And so I think that process is going to weed out anybody that's lying about an encounter that they had with Diddy. So I would say you just let the process play out. before you come online discrediting anybody or any potential victim. That's where I stand on it, because I don't think it's above the realm of possibility that 120 people could have been violated by Diddy. I really don't. And you heard Art ask Gene, hey man, this brother threw parties for the course of many years since the 90s. You don't think that 120 people could have been violated? And Gene said no. Now, do I think that this case is being treated differently when it pertains to Diddy versus YT counterparts? Yes, because there have been YT individuals that have done way worse than Diddy and didn't have hotlines set up for their potential victims to call in and make accusations. And so I can see how this can maybe give someone a bit of a witch hunt vibe, like they're out to really get him. I don't know what he knows, what he had in his possession, or whatever the case may be, but they are going all out to end Diddy at all costs. But I would never go as far to discredit a potential victim. That's just me. But anyway, I want to move along and talk about Jaguar. She claims that there's $500,000 on her noggin. They want her out of here. Also, there's rumblings that her own son is writing a tell-all book about her, and she's gonna sue her own son for writing a tell-all book. And a lot of people are calling that very hypocritical, because you can come out and talk about everybody in the industry and air out their alleged business and things like that, but you want to sue your own son for writing his own book to tell his truth as it pertains to you and how he views you as a mother, and so forth and so on. And so her son's name is Sam Odom Jr., and Jaguar probably just feels that it's nasty work to write a tell-all book about your mom. But anyway, what I want to do right here is play you guys a couple of clips talking about these two situations dealing with Jaguar Wright, and then I'm also going to follow it up with a clip of Diddy's former bodyguard, Big Joe Sherman, who was accused in a lawsuit with Diddy just a week ago by Talia. And he's basically saying that he doesn't know this woman and things like that. He looks very nervous. So sit back and I'll be back to close the video.
Jaguar Wright is suing her son for writing a tell-all book. So you got Jaguar Wright suing her son because he's writing this book and is basically going to be talking about her, right? Jaguar Wright is a singer who is basically known now for speaking on, people in the industry, right? She be having some wild takes. She says a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Some of them seem believable, some of them don't. But now you got her, somebody who be going on different podcasts, telling everybody business. Now she's mad that her son is writing a tell-all book. The hypocrisy is real, right? She gets to go on these podcasts and speak about people in the music industry, you know what I'm saying, say different things. She's had something to say basically about everybody, right? But now she's suing her son for writing a tell-all book.
Baby, Jaguar Wright says she's being hunted. Jaguar Wright said that she's been followed for 6 weeks, and she feels like Clive Davis has somebody following her, and there's a bounty on her head for $500,000 because she knows the secrets. Now, if y'all don't know who Jaguar Wright is, y'all better go look her up. Go to YouTube, go on here, wherever you got to go, because when I tell y'all, this lady has been speaking pure facts and pure truth about every single celebrity. All of them. She ain't sparing none of them. Just like Cat Williams ain't sparing none of them, she ain't sparing none of them either. And it's so crazy because her and Cat Williams, like, they act alike in so many different ways. Like, they done seen so much and then seen what the industry will do to people and how it does it to people that they sort of act alike. They want you to think that they're crazy. Like Orlando Brown, it's like they want y'all to think that they're crazy because they want y'all to feel like, oh, this is not true. It's like being in the Matrix. I'm just saying. But Jaguar Wright says she's being hunted. And she says somebody has been following her. That she said, like, basically they're keeping tabs on her to make sure she don't go to certain people or alert certain people. But baby, the cat is out of the bag because Diddy gonna tell it. The one that y'all need to be worrying about is the one that's in jail. Y'all better try to get that man out of there. Y'all better go to some of them. Yeah, they know who they need to go to get that man out of jail if they want their face to be saved. Y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go.
Oh no, Joe. Cleaning up their Instagram, cleaning up their Facebook.
It's a lie on me. That's all I'm saying.
Big Joe Sherman wants you to look at his face and listen.
I don't know this lady from anywhere.
You've never met her.
Never in my life.
He's talking about this woman, Thalia Graves, who appeared at a highly promoted news conference last week with attorney Gloria Allred.
The trauma of this is taking a toll
on my mental health. The attorney for Graves announcing a federal lawsuit claiming that in 2001, the then 25-year-old was drugged and bound and viciously raped in the Manhattan headquarters of Bad Boy Entertainment by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs with his bodyguard and head of security Joe Sherman.
I'm not questioning her integrity. I'm questioning her claims against me. I wasn't the head of the security. You got the wrong man. I've never seen you. I've never did anything negative with you. I've never been in the same room with you.
Sherman says he did security for Bad Boy Records in the 90s, but wasn't working for the company in 2001.
It's me and Mariah Carey.
Sherman provided us with his personal album of photos with celebrity clients. He says he's protected over the years.
Me and Beyonce.
He says he did see Diddy at industry parties after Sherman left the company, but there was no relationship. Big Joe maintains he is being set up by false accusations.
Her and whoever that she's in cahoots with was orchestrating a money grab, and she wanted me to be part of that money grab. It says it right in her texts. And she wanted to get Diddy.
Sherman showed us texts from an Instagram account starting last November. He says his team has linked to Graves. We confirmed the connection. The first text asked if Sherman was a security guard for Puffy.
She confused me because she kept saying, "Are you Big Joe?" I said, "You're on my Instagram!"
When she asked, "Are you Big Joe?" what did that mean to you?
That means that she don't know who I am.
The text asked him to call the number and goes on to say, "If you will be my witness against Diddy, then my attorneys will leave you out of any proceedings because we have statements that you physically showed over 8 people, videos of me and you to people in the studio." Sherman responded, "I don't know what the expletive you talking about. Know who the expletive you are." He was still named in the lawsuit. Was there any video?
Not only was there never a video, I never saw the woman. I'm nothing but a scapegoat for this BS. Because I wouldn't get Puffy and lie on Sean Combs.
We reached out to Allred asking about the texts and Sherman's denial that he was involved. Her email response, "The complaint speaks for itself. Our client looks forward to her day in court." Allred's lawsuit describes Sherman as being involved in a company that produces and distributes pornography.
I don't show nude women.
He says his media outlets publish urban rap magazines that often feature scantily clad women, arguing the photos are similar to ones he's posted on social media.
Am I wrong for having fun on my birthday? Yes, I did all that. I'm single. You can call me that. But I never disrespected or seen this woman in my life. Come on. It's a money grab because they told you it's a money grab. And she know that what she did to me destroyed my family, destroyed my livelihood. I can't get a job.
Sherman's legal team says they plan on filing a counterclaim in the near future that will likely include defamation. Combs' attorneys have not yet responded to the lawsuit.
I don't know, Joe. You might ain't gonna make it.
Alright, so you guys just heard all of that. So do you guys think that somebody's been following Jaguar, or do you think that that's just a cop-out because she done went on Piers Morgan and kicked up some dust and now she's scared? Because it just comes across to me like she's planting the seed that if anything were to happen to her, you know exactly where it came from. And listen, I'm just looking at the number, $500,000. I'm not saying that Jag isn't worth $500,000 because obviously life is priceless, but I think if they really wanted to get you, they could get you for free. And I feel that if she was really scared or worried about her life, she's posting where she's gonna be at certain events. Like she said that somebody's been following her for the past week. Well, on September the 26th, she posted that she was gonna be at the Buckhead Theater in Atlanta. So if this was happening for the past week, I'm pretty sure that September the 26th was a part of that past week where you said you were being followed. I don't know, could be wrong, but why are you posting your location if you're so worried that somebody's out to get you? I just don't understand that. Now, as far as her son writing a tell-all book about her, he's already been on Tasha K, so go ahead with it. Me personally, I wouldn't write a book on my mother. I don't care how terrible she was or whatever. I wouldn't do that. That's just my character. But hey, different strokes for different folks, okay? Now, as far as Diddy's former bodyguard, Big Joe, he looks a little bit fidgety to me. He looks a little bit nervous, and Talia's lawyer, Gloria Allred, said they have the evidence of him going around showing this particular video of her on tape. And he's basically saying that the reason why she came after him is because he wouldn't help her take down Diddy. But I don't know, why would you take down your Facebook and your Instagram? It seems as though that you're trying to hide and conceal some information that could be detrimental to the case. And listen, if this is all true, that Diddy and Big Joe took advantage of Talia, her and her lawyers were being mighty generous to tell Big Joe that if you help us take down Diddy, we won't mention you in the lawsuit. You can go on about your life. Because I don't understand why Talia wouldn't want to hold him accountable too for violating her. That's just weird to me, no matter what the circumstance is, right? Because if you have vital information and proof that this happened to you, take both of them down. They violated you to the 10th power. So that's a little bit murky to me. But anyway, I'm gonna draw the lines here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything we discussed in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.